And talking about the macro, as you say, looking at the outlook, things are beginning to look a little bit more subdued in terms of growth economically, as well as some of the headwinds that you've cited earlier on. About 60% of HSBC's earnings do come from emerging markets. I just wonder how the economic slowdown we're seeing in China and also neighboring countries is beginning to play in, and whether or not you're seeing some warning signs there in terms of overall lending activity and activity from the region itself when it comes to things like trade financing.
No, if you look at our flows last year, continue to be very healthy. As I said earlier, both Hong Kong and mainland China revenues up 14% last year. International customer revenues were up 7%. We're not seeing a dramatic slowdown at the moment as a result of the US-China trade discussions. Where we are more cautious, I think, is in the UK. We have started to see some softness in credit. So the UK, yes, China, no.
Speaking of the UK, what exactly are HSBC's Brexit contingency plans, and have you actually pre-positioned for different number of scenarios here?
Yeah, I mean, as you would expect, we're doing all the sensible stuff we should be doing. We've got strong capital funding and liquidity ratios. We're only a couple of months out now. We do have the benefit of a very long-standing presence in France. So for us, the contingency planning is a bit easier than it would be for some of the other domestic UK peers. But we're very well prepared at this point for whatever the outcome is. And actually, most of our focus now is helping customers, helping colleagues with whatever the eventuality may be.
When you say you have a presence in France, does that mean that you could be looking to move some personnel to France then in case of a hard Brexit?
We've previously talked about moving up to 1,000 people to France. I think some of that will come from hiring in Paris itself, some of it with some transfers out of London. But we're going to continue to evaluate that as we get greater certainty on what the Brexit outcome is.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.